So, after realizing what offense has been done, King Indradyumna falls to the feet of Lord Guru Agastya and understands that what great offense has been incurred by his own hands to his own Guru. And then Agastya, realizing that it was just not a conscious sin done by the king Indradyumna, he understood that the king was doing fast and meditating, so he granted another boon that uh, you will be redeemed of this curse only by the mercy of Lord Narayana himself. This was a really, really very beautiful boon, blessing given by the Guru Agastya to his disciple King Indradyumna. The reason for this is Dhruva meditated for many thousands of hundreds of years to uh, get the affection, get the love, get the sight, get the gaze of Lord Narayana. Then Lord Narad Muni, Maharshi Narad also, and then King Prahlad, and then there are countless of examples when devotees are constantly meditating, doing penances for years, thousands and thousands of years to see Narayana. And here, first Agastya has given a great curse to be born for Indradyumna to be born as an elephant, and then at the next moment, after getting pleased with his disciple, Agastya gives him blessing that now Lord Narayana himself will redeem your curse. Now, what happens next? Even the crocodile, now coming to the story of crocodile. Okay, this is the backstory of Gajendra. Now, what about the crocodile? Even the crocodile was not an ordinary reptile. He was a Gandharva. Okay. Gandharva are the celestial musicians, right? So, his name was a Gandharva. So once when was playing in the lake along with his wife, he saw sage Devala offering prayers in the same lake. Being mischievous, playfully pulled sage Devala's lake into the water. The sage was frightened for a moment. So the Gandharva, being the celestial being, the divine musician of the gods, while he went into the lake, he saw sage Devala performing prayers to the Lord. While he went inside and just tried to pull the leg of the sage Devala, and sage Devala was frightened by this sight, expecting that it was a crocodile attack or it was some kind of aquatic animal that has caught the legs, as you can see in the picture. This is the mischievous king, mischievous Gandharva while it was sage Devala, right? So, frightened by this and realizing that it was none other than the Gandharva, he cursed the Gandharva. He cursed the Gandharva to be born as crocodile. But when he realized that it was the prank that had played on him, he became very furious. Annoyed by this act, the sage cursed to become a crocodile. Realized his mistake and begged the sage for forgiveness. So forgiveness is must, because the sages, being merciful, they forgive and give a blessing also. So the sage told that he will be relieved only by the mercy of the Lord when he attacks his devotee Gajendra. Soon developed scales and was transferred into a crocodile. Since then, he waited in the lake for Lord's arrival. Right, so this was the backstory of the crocodile, the Graha, the Gandharva. Right, sage Devala has cursed him to be born as crocodile and be relieved when he attacks Gajendra. So that thing, how the curse will be redeemed, was already planned. Then, now having been deserted by his herd, Gajendra started thinking of his position in life. Now, similar situation happens with all of us when we are troubled by all the worst situations in our life. when there is nobody around us to help us. Now, there is a sudden realization to all of us, on, and it leads into thinking that who is our friend and who is our foe, who is our beloved one and who is our non unbeloved one, who stays with us and who doesn't. And it left us thinking of what is true. What is true? If there are nobody to help you when you are in misery, then what is the use of all the efforts that you have put into the relationship between for various peoples? May it be your friends, may it be your family, may it be your most closest of cousins, may it be the most loveliest and closest of your friends. Gajendra was aggravated with pain and he became physically and mentally exhausted. While Gajendra was continuously fighting with the crocodile for hundreds and thousands of years, he became physically and mentally exhausted. When Gajendra was suffering, he began to recollect prayers that he had learnt from his previous birth. He started reciting the same prayer once again. Right. So, as you can see, the whole lake is filled with blood of Gajendra, while crocodile has still grabbed the leg of Gajendra, it's constantly trying to pull, and only the trunk of Gajendra is left to be drowned into the waters, and Gajendra is in the claws of death, fighting for his life. So just when the trunk of Gajendra is about to drown in the water, he started to recollect the prayers he had learnt in the previous births, and with the same prayers, by true and pure feelings for Lord, he just prays to Lord Narayana. O Lord Narayana, O merciful Lord, please protect me from this situation. And saying this, when just few inches of his trunk is left to be drowned in the lake, he just plucks the nearby lotus and offers the obeisances to the Lord Hari. And just when he is about to get drowned completely into the water, Lord Narayana, who is the Supreme Lord, who is sitting in the Vaikuntha with his beloved Lakshmi, upon hearing the prayers offered by Gajendra, Lord Narayana appeared before him as Lord Hari. Right. So there is a very interesting story that Lord Narayana is sleeping and having rest in Vaikuntha. So it's midnight time, and that's when Gajendra calls upon Lord Narayana. Seeing this, Lord Narayana wakes, and then Lakshmiji asks the reason for waking, while Narayana explains that my dear devotee Gajendra is calling me, I would have to go. Then Lakshmiji insists on going when the sun has risen at the dawn, and she also insists that you have hundreds and thousands of servants, so why is there need for only you to go and attain the Gajendra? Your servants can easily do it. But then Lord Narayana says, मेरो करुणा सिंधु नाम वेद में गावे, मेरो करुणा सिंधु नाम वेद में गावे, कैसे करूँ आराम भगत दुख पावे, कैसे करूँ आराम भगत दुख पावे. Lord Narayana says, the Vedas, the supreme knowledge of the creation, destruction and sustenance of the world, they speak of me as Karuna Sindhu, that I am the ocean of mercy. And how would I rest when my devotee is suffering in this world? And saying this, Lord Narayana, who is the Supreme Lord, who creates multiple universes just as a mere play, cosmic play, and creation and destruction are just the plays, imaginary plays of Lord Narayana, right? The divine playful leelas of Lord Narayana. And saying this, he rushes, and he is so driven towards Gajendra that he even forgets to wear his footwears, and he rushes. And as we all know, the vehicle, the chariot of Lord Narayana is the Garuda, king of birds himself, the chief of birds, who is as swift as wind or more swifter than wind, whose speed is perhaps whose speed is spoken as the same as the speed of mind. The speed of mind is like more than the speed of light, even light. At one position mind is here, and when other moment the mind is somewhere in the universe, somewhere on the sun, somewhere on other planets, soaring high in the air like kite. So that Garuda, whose speed is compared to the mind, the speed of mind, is the vehicle, the chariot of Lord Hari. And while Lord Hari is so engrossed in the prayers of Gajendra and rushes for the help of his devotee, his beloved devotee, even the speed of Garuda is felt very slow to the Lord Narayana, because it's the time to save the devotee, and the devotee has called. So he is so engrossed that he rushes completely without even considering what he is, the king, the post of king that he is having, the whether he has worn the footwears or not, whether he has done proper shringar or not, whether he has all the weapons or not, everything he is just rushing to help Gajendra, because Gajendra with very pure heart has called upon Lord Narayana. As you can see in the picture, just when Gajendra is about to get drawn, he takes that lotus and just offers obeisances, and Lord Hari rushes to help the Gajendra. And upon reaching the place, Lord Hari, with his mighty Sudarshana, just severs the head of Crocodile and then saves the Gajendra. And that's how both of them, the Gajendra as well as the Crocodile, are relieved of this curse and attain the divine form again. So, even though Gajendra was an elephant, Lord Narayana granted Gajendra liberation because he had completely surrendered himself to the Lord. Demigods expressed their gratification by showering flowers from the sky, and that is the story of Gajendra Moksha, which is a very sacred stotra that is recited, fasted upon, and worshipped by the devotees of Lord. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord says, "My dear devotee, unto those who rise from bed at the end of the night and offer me the prayers offered by you, I give an eternal residence in the spiritual world at the end of their lives." That's what Sri Hari says in Srimad Bhagavatam. That was the story, beautiful story of Gajendra, that elephant devotee of the Lord, whom Lord himself came for helping and freeing him from all the troubles he was facing. Now, if you had liked this video, please subscribe, share it, and also wait for another interesting story that will soon be coming with, and getting the taste of love, devotion, beauty, literature, and poetry within our upcoming videos, right? So, goodbye for that.